Have you ever had a dream so big that it seemed impossible? A dream that pushes all boundaries and makes you question whether it will ever come true? Meet Bruna, a young woman with a bold vision who dreamed of changing the fashion world. But instead of the glamour she wanted to create, her life was quite different. Instead of luxurious runways and bright lights, Bruna began her journey in a small studio, surrounded by doubts and closed doors. Imagine facing a huge dream with only a heart full of hope and limited resources. Every day was a struggle, a constant battle against relentless difficulties that seemed to crush her aspirations. But Bruna was not an ordinary young woman. She had something that most people don't, a fierce determination and unwavering courage. What makes someone keep fighting when everything seems to be against them? How do you turn a dream that seems impossible into reality? At the moment when it seemed like everything was lost, Bruna was about to discover the power of never giving up. Get ready to follow Bruna's journey, a story of overcoming and transformation that will inspire you to believe in the impossible and fight for your own dreams. With her small studio and a steadfast spirit, Bruna began the battle against a world that seemed unwilling to open its doors. Every attempt to move forward seemed blocked by a new difficulty: limited resources, lack of support, and an industry that often seemed indifferent to her dream. At first, every step seemed harder than the last. Sleepless nights, growing frustration, and constant doubts became part of the routine. Bruna questioned whether she was just fooling herself, if her dream was merely a distant mirage. But it was in the darkest moments that her true strength began to emerge. Every failure turned into a lesson. Instead of letting herself be discouraged, Bruna decided to use difficulties as fuel for her determination. She began to be creative, finding solutions where others saw only problems. Every small success, no matter how minor, was a personal victory and a sign that she was on the right path. Then, something changed. Amidst the chaos, when the world seemed to be in total silence, an unexpected opportunity emerged. A chance that seemed almost magical, a glimmer of hope that Bruna couldn't ignore. It was the turning point she had been waiting for, the chance to reinvent her journey and give a new direction to her dream. This turning point was not just a change in Bruna's trajectory. It was the key to unlocking the potential she knew existed, but seemed so out of reach. What happened next not only transformed her life, but also the fashion world as we know it. By seizing the unexpected opportunity, Bruna plunged headfirst into a new chapter of her journey. What seemed like a simple glimmer of hope became a powerful force that propelled her onto a path of innovation and courage. She knew she couldn't let this moment slip away. With a mix of audacity and strategy, Bruna decided to reinvent her approach. Using her creativity to the fullest, she began to shape her vision of sustainable fashion in a way no one had seen before. Every piece created, every design conceived, reflected not only her style, but her mission to transform the industry for the better. The path was not free of challenges. Change brought new obstacles: industry skepticism, production difficulties, and the constant pressure to prove her worth. But Bruna was determined not only to face these challenges, but to overcome them brilliantly. She knew that each difficulty was a disguised opportunity, a chance to show the world the power of her vision. With each step taken, her brand began to gain recognition. The previously negative critiques started to change. Bruna's bold vision was beginning to capture the attention and respect of critics and consumers. She was not just creating clothes, but leading a revolution in the fashion world, proving that a dream, when fueled with passion and perseverance, can truly change the world. As her brand grew and became a symbol of sustainable fashion, Bruna wasn't just achieving her dream, she was redefining what was possible. Her journey was far from easy, but it was proof that even in the face of the greatest adversities, inner strength and determination can turn the impossible into reality. As Bruna's brand solidified, her journey didn't stop there. She knew that her success wasn't just about achieving her own goals, but about impacting and inspiring the world around her. Her vision of sustainable fashion not only challenged norms, but created a new way of thinking about consumption and environmental responsibility. Recognition began to grow. Her creations were being showcased at prestigious events, and collaborations with other innovative designers became a reality. But instead of resting on her success, Bruna used each achievement as a springboard for the next challenge. She continued to innovate, expand her brand, and seek ways to make fashion even more accessible and sustainable. In every interview and event, Bruna shared her story not only as inspiration, but as an invitation for everyone to join the cause. She wanted people to see beyond the clothes and understand the message behind them, that every conscious choice can make a significant difference in the world. Her mission was contagious, and soon a new generation of consumers and designers began to follow her lead. Behind the cameras and the spotlight, Bruna also faced constant challenges. There was the need to stay updated in a fast-changing industry and the pressure to innovate without losing what she always believed in. But Bruna's resilience and focus were strong. Every obstacle was a chance to show herself and the world that her dreams had no limits. Her story has become a symbol of hope and determination, showing that even when we face difficulties and seem far from where we want to be, persistence and passion can lead us to achieve our dreams and make a lasting impact. Bruna not only challenged expectations, she redefined what it means to dream big and achieve goals. As Bruna established herself as a revolutionary force in sustainable fashion, her true success was not just in the visible achievements, but in the profound impact she had on people's lives and the industry as a whole. Her journey, which began in a small studio, was now a global example of transformation and inspiration. Bruna received invitations to speak at international conferences, becoming the voice of a new era in fashion. In her speeches, she shared not only her story, but a powerful message: that we all have the power to turn our dreams into reality, no matter how distant they may seem. The results were clear. The industry began to move towards more sustainable and conscious practices, inspired by Bruna's pioneering work. Other brands and designers started adopting her philosophies, and consumers began demanding more responsibility and ethics in their fashion choices. But deep down, Bruna knew her true fulfillment was in how her journey influenced ordinary people. Stories of young entrepreneurs motivated to pursue their own dreams, people who changed their consumption habits, and even children who saw Bruna as a role model. These were the most valuable victories for her. Over time, Bruna reflected on her path and realized that the journey was not just about changing fashion, but about finding and embracing her own inner strength. She had defied the odds, and in doing so showed the world that true transformation begins from within. Now, with an established legacy, Bruna continues to inspire and motivate. Her story is a powerful reminder that when you commit wholeheartedly to your dreams and fight with all your strength, you not only achieve the impossible, you redefine what is possible. So the question is, what will be the next dream you turn into reality? As Bruna's fame grew, she faced a new challenge: how to maintain authenticity amid rising success. The pressure to adapt to trends and meet market expectations was significant, but Bruna stayed true to her original vision. She understood that the true test of her success was not just winning, but also remaining genuine in a constantly changing world. Bruna continued to use her platform to promote sustainable fashion and ethical consumption, always maintaining the integrity that had defined her from the start. Additionally, Bruna decided to share her knowledge and experience with the next generation of creators and innovators. She created workshops, mentorship programs, and partnerships with young talents, encouraging them to explore their passions and follow their revolutionary ideas. She believed her mission was not only to make an impact herself, but to empower others to do the same. Bruna's impact was felt not only in fashion, but also in the global community. Her transformative approach and sustainable initiatives helped create a movement that inspired millions to rethink their habits and seek more responsible ways of living and consuming. Behind every collection and campaign, Bruna continued to be driven by a greater purpose, the desire to make the world a better place. Her story became a powerful metaphor for everyone facing their own challenges and seeking an authentic path amid adversity. With every step she took, Bruna reinforced the idea that true fulfillment comes from staying true to your values and using your success to create a positive impact. She reminded us that the journey is not just about reaching the destination, but about how you walk the path and the lives you touch along the way. And now, as we look at Bruna's journey, we are inspired to reflect on our own paths. How can we maintain our authenticity and purpose, even when success knocks on our door? The answer lies in remembering that in the end, true success is measured not only by external achievements, but by the integrity and impact we leave behind. Over time, Bruna became a symbol of change and hope. Her journey showed that dreams can not only become reality, but also transform the lives of others and the world around us. However, the true test of her legacy was just beginning. Bruna began to engage in projects beyond fashion. She founded a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering disadvantaged communities, promoting education and opportunities for young talents in underserved areas. Her mission was clear: to provide people with the tools and support they needed to create a better future. This new phase brought unexpected challenges. Managing an organization while maintaining her sustainable fashion brand required a new approach and skills. Bruna had to learn to balance her responsibilities, innovate continuously, and keep her passion alive in everything she did. She dedicated herself to building a network of collaborators and partners who shared her values and vision. Together, they tackled complex issues, from sustainability and production to social inclusion, seeking innovative and effective solutions. Each project and partnership was an opportunity to expand her impact and make a difference on an even larger scale. As the organization grew, Bruna saw the direct impact of her work. Stories of young people finding new opportunities, revitalized communities, and initiatives brought to life thanks to her support showed that her efforts were paying off. These results not only reinforced her belief in the power of change, but also served as concrete proof that big dreams can create real and positive impacts. Bruna was not just a successful entrepreneur, she became an inspiring leader who used her platform to create a lasting legacy. Her story inspires not only for what she achieved, but for how she used her success to make a difference and improve the lives of many people. As we reflect on Bruna's journey, we are challenged to think about how we can use our own talents and achievements to make a positive impact. True fulfillment comes from turning our dreams into actions that benefit the world and inspire others to follow their own path of change. Concluding Bruna's inspiring journey is a powerful reminder of the strength and determination she demonstrated. From the small studio to becoming a global icon and a changemaker, Bruna showed us that there are no limits to what we can achieve when it comes to fulfilling big dreams. Her journey proves that even in the face of the greatest challenges, passion, perseverance, and authenticity can turn the impossible into reality. Bruna not only chased her dreams, she redefined the meaning of success and impacted lives around the world, showing that each of us can create a lasting legacy. Now, Bruna's story leaves us with an important question. How are you turning your own dreams into reality? What steps can you take today to start your own journey of transformation? Remember, every great change starts with a small step and a good dose of courage. If Bruna's story inspired you, we want to hear from you. Share in the comments which part of her journey touched you the most and how you are applying these lessons in your life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more motivational stories that will inspire you and help you achieve your own dreams. Thank you for watching and being part of our community. Together, we can turn our dreams into reality and make a difference in the world. See you in the next video.